next 15, 20 minutes, maybe we'll stop if I see something that needs to be worked on. But just try to remember the little steps that will help you remember to do the sequence of movements so you can finish the technique properly.
So, first things first, he's cross-facing, he's blocking your hip, right? So I'm the first one. There's no one particular order here, right? Just whatever comes to mind, just do it. Just make sure that you don't go crazy, you don't do it too fast. Slow enough where you have a better understanding why you're doing it. So he's framing on my hip and cross-facing. It's going to be very difficult for me to do anything when I know he's just going to create space. Look at my right knee and my right elbow. It's important that I keep him flat on his back. And the reason why is this. If I don't block his inside hip and outside hip, if I just hold him like this, and he knows how to move properly. All he has to do here is bridge and hip escape and recover. And the worst case scenario, if your reaction time is really slow, is this. That's how fast it happens. So you have to understand what the consequences are if you mess up. Okay? So block the hip, inside and out. This time I want to open his left arm. So I'm going to make him turn away from me. In order for me to do that, I need to slide down. Look at my right knee, it's around his butt. I'm going to drive my knee across and it will turn his hip. Just like so. And look at my left arm. I don't want to extend it. If I extend my left arm, he can unlock me from here or he can shot put me. Right? I'm going to keep the arm, the head and arm control. Look at my hip this time. See? Then I have this arm open. Now, from this position, I'm going to, two things. If it's really tight, I'm going to block, lift. Yeah. Okay, look at my head. I don't want my neck on his forearm. If I push down, I'm going to choke myself. So I'm going to use the side of my jaw, right, so I don't choke myself. Here, open, look at my right knee. Knee on the ground, look at my left hip. My left foot. Now, look at my shoulder. I am flat. I'm laying on top of him, relax. I'm going to put my left hook in. Now I'm going to use my entire body using my right shin to stretch him. Are you okay? Okay. Don't fall asleep. I'm stretching his hip. See that? You feel it? Mm-hmm. Now, look at my right foot. Put the hook in. Okay? Now, from this position, look at my right arm. See that? I'm blocking his forearm. My left hand comes under. Grab his wrist. Figure 4. Slide down. You can put your hook in. Now, make sure your elbow is against his neck. Your forearm is flush to the shoulder. Okay? When your forearm is flush to your shoulder, now you can turn your wrist, grab the motor, put your forehead on top of your hand, left hand, and slide the elbow down to your knee. If you notice, he's already tapping, very little movement here. Now, you're going to come across individuals that are very flexible. When you do reach as far as you possibly can, nothing happens. You keep revving that motor, lift the elbow, and gently pull down. Please do not crank, that the elbow or the shoulder will pop. Okay? So one more time. So here. Okay? Round. Okay? Now, I'm using my hip to drive my upper body up. Look at my head. Look at my foot. Okay? I'm going to lean on that arm. Okay? When I bring this arm over, I'm going to put my elbow down. I don't want my elbow up because if I do it like this, he's going to shot put me.
See that? This is why it helps when you lean on that shoulder and on his elbow. Here, he tries to shot put my arm. I'm okay here because I'm already framed. See, look at the difference? This and this. You see this? See? Elbows in gently. Now, sometimes it's going to be difficult to pull the elbow down. Look at what I'm going to do. I'm going to unhook my left. I'm going to extend my right. Unhook my left, extend my right, I slide down. Now my weight is on my left hip. Then I scrape the mat. That's it. Okay? Now, another version to this is not everyone can go around the hip for whatever reason, but and then you cannot move this arm. No big deal. Okay? Watch what I'm going to do this time. Keep this tight, same thing. Keep it tight. Slide down. Same result. Still the power mount, right? Still the same result. Done. Okay? The other version this time is from here. Thumb. Use your thumb. You don't even have to look. Find the lapel. Pull it up. Do not grab from the bottom. This is one of the very most common mistakes. People grab here, and if the belt is a little snug, you're not able to bring the lapel too high or high enough where you can grip and secure the shoulder. You need to use your thumb, pull the lapel out. Just pull it, cinch it a little bit. Now feed. You can feed this way. You can feed, I don't care how you feed, it doesn't matter. As long as you make sure you tighten it. Okay? Here. Now, I lean forward, he puts pressure. Okay? Again. I lean forward, he puts pressure. Head down. Grab the pant leg, right leg up, and watch my left hip. Boom. I'm going to push his leg the opposite direction. His reaction is to come back up. Okay? I like to grab the hip. Now, look at my left foot. My feet will come together. My right heel will lift the bottom leg. Watch. Okay? I lift using my right heel. Look at my left foot. See that? See? Then I'm out. From here, you can do an arm. I don't care what you do. But make sure you secure the mount. Look at my hip. Now, if you do let go and you want to focus on your mount, arch your back, relax your hip. One arm under, one arm over. Just look forward. Okay? He's either going to give you something or he won't do it. All right? Pull it out, straighten it out, feed it deep. He pushes down. Okay? Now, if you're strong enough, this can easily be done this way. You see, I'm using my hip and my leg to staple this leg. That's not always possible when you're smaller doing this to a bigger person. That's why we want to learn different options. Some people like to do this. Watch. His reaction, I'm just going to pull it down now. Okay? Mount. And here. Now, the last option is you're in this position. He brings his leg up. Now, if you're bigger, you have to be smart. Okay? There are certain things you just won't be able to do depending on who you're rolling. So it's important you move up. Yeah? Right? Head down. Look at my head. I'm sorry, okay? I heard something about that. As I drive my head down, this will help me. If he does bridge, I can still control him. If I sit up and do this, he's going to bump, and this is what's going to happen. And I'm sure this has happened to many of you, right? So you want to move up towards his shoulder and head down.
right? And look at my hip. My hip's gonna be far out. In case he beats me to it, right? Look at my head. See that? You see? You feel it? Can you turn? You see? And mount. Okay? Again. So I'm here. So you see it? Now, if he does beat you to it and he bumps, just go to side control, right? There's no reason to force the mount if he's going to defend well. You have to be smart about it. You can't just mount because you want to. You need to be able to secure the mount. Here, on up, look. See how I stretch him? I stretch, you feel that? I stretch, and I have the hook. And I have the mount. Okay, now for the submission. I'm here. I'm gonna go knee and belly. Remember what I'm doing? I'm blocking his inside and outside hip, right? Now look at my left leg. Now I'm gonna come up. Go deep, right? Now look at my knee is gonna go over his shoulder so that I can scrape that leg down. Okay, at the same time, look at my right elbow, past his shoulder. So let's say he grabs my back. I know he's gonna roll me. I just move down, go roll. He's gonna do it himself, right? So the more weight you put away from his body, the more pressure you're gonna put on his neck. And this is the reason why it's important to bring that elbow across this way. And you just have to hold. If he lifts you, he's gonna choke himself, right? The reason why you end up losing the position is when you come up, you stop here. So if you start coming down, right? He grabs you to hug my back. He bumps, and then see that? If I recover, he's gonna roll. Lose the position. Okay? So there are a lot of things that can happen depending on how well you secure the position. So when you come up, okay, I want my knee right here. Feel that? Yeah. Right? Now, look at my hip. My hip's away from you. Now, if you're unable to, remember we talked about this the other day, right? So it's hard to bring that elbow through. Now look at my left elbow. Now look at my head. I'm just gonna go north-south. Understood? So you come here. And that's as far as it goes. Put your head in the belly first. Now look at my hip. Now slide your head down to the ground and finish the choke. Are we good? Are we good? All right, on 3, 1, 2.